The Celestial Throne has finally descended upon Zenith, and I'm so excited to get into this update. My first instinct was, let's head up to the top. But not so fast. Before heading up to the throne, you're going to want to complete the 3 new dungeons. The quest givers for the new dungeons can be found in the Obsidian Fortress, Radiant Coast, and Emerald Desert. The mechanic for all 3 dungeons is pretty much the same, so I'm showing you the second dungeon now. Place the object given to you by the quest giver in the slot. Then you will need to kill enemies in the area to get them to drop an item. This item is used to attune the artifact and move on to the next area. Once you have picked up all the dropped items, go over to the artifact. Open your inventory to find the dropped items and place them in the holographic slots surrounding the artifact. After completing this at the last location inside the dungeon, it'll ask you to scout the boss room. So let's head there now. Scout the boss room by raising your hand to your head like you're shielding your eyes from the sun, and get ready to jump down and fight the boss. Once the boss is dead, pick up the item he drops and head up to the altar above. Open your inventory and place the artifact in the holographic slot above the altar, and then place the crystal that was dropped by the boss above the artifact. Then you will need to stand in the yellow ring off to the side as the animation completes, and this will finish the dungeon. This mechanic is pretty much the same for all 3 dungeons, and I don't want to give too much away, so this will be the only one I show you. Once you've completed this process, go back to the quest giver to return the artifact, and then you will have to do the dungeon over one more time, but you will not have to attune the artifact. All you will have to do is get through the dungeon and kill the boss at the end. When you return to the quest giver to turn in the mission, you will see that he has another quest for you, which will require you to go back into the dungeon and kill the boss. This is very important, so don't forget to do all 3 dungeons twice. The first time is to attune the artifact, and the second time is to kill the boss. One thing that's important to note is before heading to the dungeon in the Emerald Desert, you must first speak to Amani in Ruler's Reach. Accept the mission there, and she will meet you in the Emerald Desert where the dungeon can be unlocked. Back to where we started. Now that we've completed all 3 dungeons twice, we can start climbing the staircase to the Celestial Throne. The entrance for the staircase can be found in Skysong Summit. Take the zipline up to the first platform and talk to the new quest giver. You are now ready to start your climb to the top of the Celestial Throne. I'm going to do another video in which I show you the fastest route I have found, so for the rest of this video I'm just going to show you a few highlights of my favorite sections. I'm also going to go over the things I like about this update and the things I wish they would have done better. I really enjoyed the parkour elements to this update. Climbing a giant castle in the sky is one of the best experiences I have had in VR yet. The climbing portion is fun, it's challenging, and if you do it with friends, there's quite a few laughs to be had along the way. Once you get past the floating platforms and windmills, you'll get to an updraft and zipline section. Climb the chain to reach the base of the platform, and you're pretty much home free to unlock the first fast travel. I thought this section was pretty well done, but I noticed a little bit of glitchiness in the character movement while on the moving platforms. Once you get to the top of this section, walk through the yellow ring and you've unlocked the fast travel. There are many different routes to the top of the Celestial Throne. If you go slow, are aware of stamina draining surfaces, and really think about where you're going, you shouldn't have a problem reaching the top. This section right here is one that I see a lot of people have trouble with. It's an electrical zipline section, and you can actually skip it by climbing this building I am on right now. This is a stamina draining surface, so it may take you a few tries to get to the top, but if you climb to the top of this, you can completely avoid that section by flying over to the other boulders. Make sure your stamina is fully charged before you jump and aim for the bottom of this column. Once you land, make sure to climb up so that you have a ledge to stand on, and then wait for your stamina to recharge. Once your stamina is fully recharged, you can either aim for the column below the boulders, or you can go directly for the boulders like I plan to in this clip. And that's it, you just skipped one of the hardest sections of the entire climb. On the final level, you'll find one more floating platform that stands between you and never having to climb this thing ever again. Congratulations on making it to the top. Once you pass through the yellow ring, you will unlock the permanent fast travel point on your map for the Celestial Throne. If you have already completed the 3 new dungeons, you will also unlock the first raid, Infernal Core. Overall, I was really happy with the new content in this update. There are visual bugs and glitches, and yes, people are already cheesing bosses in the raids, but they added a ton of endgame content, and that was really important for me. I love the new armor sets, and with the addition of 3 new raids, 3 new dungeons, raid roulettes, dungeon roulettes, daily challenges, weekly challenges, there finally feels like a reason to log into Zenith every day to complete your challenges and get your rewards. Thank you so much for checking out this video, and in our next video, we will be talking about raids.